The Skills Development Facility is a government of Uganda project funded by the World Bank to a tune of $18 million, an equivalent of 65.3 billion Uganda shillings, to help close up the skills gap in the country. This after government realized that whereas there are many developmental projects coming up as the country gears towards the 2020 middle income status, the population does not have all the necessary skills to meet with the demand. And after calling out for applications in January this year, the Private Sector Foundation Uganda PSFU, which has been tasked to implement this project, says so far 2,270 applications have been received, with the agriculture sector leading at 60%.
Then when it came to the informal sector, where we have a number of women here, youth, farmers and rural groups, of course, as I shared with you, the largest number came from agriculture, and I think it explains why. So 60% was agriculture, manufacturing was 32%, and construction was only 8%.
Applications were categorized under different windows of addressing skills shortage in the formal sector, addressing skills in the informal sector, and addressing skills in innovative training.
We have 3 stages for us to make a final decision. First of all, we do what we call a pre-screening. Pre-screening is checking administrative issues on the file. Are you falling in the right sector? Are you registered? For example, if we need you to be registered, have you been around for at least 1 year if it's an association? If it's a company, have you been around for at least 2 years? So for that one, that is screening, and that we have done for all the large and medium companies. We know that we have completed as I speak now.
Binzika says to ensure that no fraud and no money goes to the ghost applicants like it has happened to some funds in the country. A special team will move around the country to visit successful applicants and establish the authenticity of their claims.
We have learned from other funds that they are ghosts, and we don't want to give money to ghosts. We don't want to give the money to groups that don't exist. So we are going to make sure that before we approve that you should be able to get a fund, we are going to do due diligence. Due diligence will be done whether you're large, you're a medium company, you're a very small company, you are a youth group, you are an association, you're a corporate. We have to. We don't assume.
All those that applied and have not received any feedback have been advised to make necessary follow-up.
And I want to encourage the public, get to know the number of your file, because that's the only way you'll be able to track it. In future, we are going to put this online so that you're able to get online and be able to know where your application is.
Sampol Nahaima, NBS, live at 9.